Welcome to the SDA Academy. Here's Lucas. Today I'm going to show you how to get started with the SDA console from software-defined automation. In just a few simple steps, you'll be able to streamline your industrial automation processes like never before. Considering you have an SDA account, navigate directly to our web console at console.softwaredefinedautomation.io. Then sign in with your credentials. If you're not familiar with the console, here's where you can manage your industrial assets. In this demonstration, we create a new gateway by clicking on the Add button on the left panel. A gateway is a secure network device that sits between our cloud and your control plane. Select version 2 for VPN-based point-to-point connections. We only create a connection to a control device when it's needed, instantly terminating it afterwards. Selecting UDP or TCP will depend on how you'd like to set your firewall rules, if you have any. Check out our requirements page to get informed about how that works. For most of the cases, TCP WebSockets over HTTPS will work fine, although it is less performant than UDP. Give your gateway a name and save it. The command you're seeing on the screen is used for installing or updating the SDA Gateway application in your device and configuring the instance you created in it. Click on the command to copy it. Now, SSH into your device. Here in the demo, I'm using a Raspberry Pi. Make sure to run apt update before, so the OS can fetch the latest version of the dependent packages. In my case, I see an error message because of some broken repository, but nothing that I should worry about. Now, paste and execute the command you copied from the SDA console. It may ask you to enter a password since it requires sudo permission to install the necessary packages. The script checks if your operating system matches our requirements. If you face any issue here, check out the hardware and software requirements in our docs. After the installation or update is succeeded, it is going to automatically configure the gateway you created in the console. If everything goes well, it is going to show you a success message. Now you can go back to the console page, select the gateway and click to run the connectivity diagnostic tests. The gateway health field shows if your gateway is online and able to receive connection requests. The field that says Gateway to SDA Cloud runs a VPN connectivity test to establish if your gateway device can access our connectivity servers. Here I see a red mark because my server has not been provisioned yet. Just try again after a few minutes. Okay, our network is complete. If you need more gateways, just follow the same steps. Now I'm going to add a PLC control device to my gateway tree, meaning that this gateway has access to this PLC. Click on the gateway options and select Add New Control. Then, enter with the attributes of your POC. Give it a name that makes it easy for you to identify it in your production line. Select the vendor, the brand of this POC. In the drop-down menu, you see the ones we currently support. If necessary, input the username and password for accessing the POC. Click on Next to set up the network attributes of this device. You need to know what is its IP address that can be accessed by the gateway. Here in the port field, we use the vendor's default one, but you can set to a different one if needed. You can go to the Control Configuration tab to validate that this POC can be connected to our cloud through its gateway. So far so good. We have easily added a POC to our console. Now comes the interesting part. Let's add a project version to this POC and let SDA automatically deploy it for us. Back to the Projects tab, click on Create New Project. Enter with the details of this project and its description. Click to upload or drop a project file that is configured for this POC. It is also recommended to add tags to it for easy identification. Click on Create Project to confirm it and wait a few seconds for it to complete. Now you can interact with SDA powerful features for PLC project management. Let's try out the deployment function. Here on the top of my screen I have a live video of my PLC in execution. It is running a project to control the LEDs you see blinking in high frequency. Simply click to deploy, set the deployment configuration as desired, and confirm it. We are now processing your deployment job and taking you to the deployment status page where you can track its execution. Here are all of the steps that we are going to go through to get your project running in the PLC. In my case, it took about 5 minutes to complete. At this point of the deployment, we can see that the LEDs started blinking slower and the camera can even show us their colors. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the deployment job to safely finish, although we don't need to be in this page anyway. Now let's add and deploy another project version to our PLC. Go back to the Projects tab, click on the project options and select New Project Version. Again, upload or drag the file to the browser, add a comment to it describing the changes in the new version, and click on Create. You can explore the versions clicking on the Project Versions button. Let's try deploying this one that we have just created. Click on Deploy and follow the exact same steps as we've just went through. Now you're going to see our PLC go back to its initial state, since I added the same project that we had before. We see that at some point the PLC starts blinking fast again. To finalize, try going to the Deployment Backup tab and see the status of all of the previously jobs it executed. Or go back to the Projects tab and switch between the different versions that our PLC now has. And that's it. We have successfully configured a base setup for working with PLC projects in the SDA platform. From here on, automation engineers are going to benefit from the efficiency and simplicity of their operations with SDA. Thanks for watching, and for more guides, check out our SDA YouTube channel or visit the SDA Academy at softwaredefinedautomation.io.